August 13th, 1704. In the mist-shrouded valley of the Danube, near the humble village of Blenheim, the fate of the European continent is about to be decided by fire and steel. Across the Nebel stream, the formidable French and Bavarian armies wait. They're entrenched, confident, and outnumbering the Allied forces. To them, the Sun King's invincibility is an absolute truth. One man refuses to accept this fate. John Churchill, the Duke of Marlborough, surveys the enemy through his glass. His mind is a fortress of logic amidst the rising tension of the morning. Beside him stands Prince Eugene of Savoy. Together, these two commanders represent the last hope of the Grand Alliance to stop the French hegemony and save Vienna from total destruction. The heavy silence is broken by a thunderous roar. Allied cannons open fire, sending iron screaming into the enemy lines. Thick plumes of white smoke begin to blanket the green valley. Through the haze, the red-coated British infantry begins its march. They move with rhythmic precision, a scarlet tide flowing steadily toward the fortified walls of the village of Blenheim. The air is suddenly filled with the whistle of musket balls. The British march into a storm of lead, closing the gaps in their ranks without breaking their steady, terrifying pace. Inside Blenheim, the combat is desperate and bloody. Soldiers fight room to room, bayonet to bayonet. The village becomes a furnace of musketry as the French cling to every stone house. Watching the chaos, Marlborough identifies the weakness. The French have drained their center to reinforce the villages. This is the moment he has waited for. He orders the cavalry forward. Squadrons of Allied horsemen, sabers drawn and glinting in the midday sun, prepare for the decisive strike. The ground trembles beneath the weight of thousands of charging steeds moving in unison. On the far right, Prince Eugene's wing is under immense pressure. Against overwhelming Bavarian numbers, he holds the line with sheer willpower, ensuring the flank does not collapse during the main assault. Then, the hammer falls. The Allied cavalry crashes into the French center. The sudden, violent pressure is too much. The veteran French units, once deemed invincible, begin to waver and break. Panic turns to rout. The French lines collapse as thousands of soldiers flee toward the Danube. Banners are cast aside and the once proud army of Louis XIV dissolves into a chaotic retreat as the sun begins to set, casting long golden shadows over the quieted field. Marlborough and Eugene meet. The victory is total. The threat to Vienna is gone, and history is forever changed. The myth of French supremacy lies in the mud of Blenheim. In T.S. Ballet, a new era was born, led by the tactical genius of a man who never lost a battle.